recording this and I'm broadcasting it on Wolf
Hi,
Territories Grid
Richard.
Radio. So it's if you're listening on Wolf Territories Grid Radio, this is the community meeting, which is going to start any second now. It's now, starting a minute ago. A minute ago, we just wait for Colorado and
Yay.
everyone to sit yourselves down, have a lovely settle down, watch the TV, find a chair. I am going to be charging extra for late comers. Anyway, it's great to see you, everybody.
Right.
Yeah, so naughty. Just
Mm-hmm.
checking everyone's here. Okay,
All right, I
bro.
am.
Right, so, okay, the plan of action is this. If you could turn the voice off until after the presentation, which I shall be doing, and then you can turn voice on and we can chat. I will read text, so we'll have a question and answer time and a discussion time. We've had some really last discussion time was amazing, and we've ended up with a radio station because of it. Thank you, Illusions. So let's get started. So okay, community meeting. Da, 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 da. Rules. So has someone just jumped on the stage? Are you okay there, Luna? Okay, security. sorry. No, actually, wait a minute. You're admin. You're allowed to be on the stage. Luna is one of our admins, so if you need anything and I'm not around, and DJ Illusions as well, he's one of our admins. So if I'm not around, you can call on us, and we'll sing something probably to you to try and get things working. Anyway, so moving swiftly on. So I wanted to talk about our rules, okay? Because I've had some really good conversations with people for the next few for a while about when you come from other grids, funny things go on other grids that don't go on here. So I just kind of wanted to clear up. I know Zephyr, you were talking to me about this, weren't you? So okay, first thing, when you rent land at Wolf Territories Grid, it's your land. Okay, so you do what you like. Okay, if you check our terms and conditions, this grid is owned by a limited company, and basically, when you rent land, you're renting server space from us to do what you like, and the actual legal term is you indemnify us of anything. So if someone sues you because you made your own copy of Mickey Mouse, that's your issue because it's your land that you're renting. But it works both ways as well, because what it does mean is that we don't mind what you do on your land as long as it's legal. Okay, it's your land. That means you can do all kinds of things. You can have as many events as you like. I've always dreamed of a place where there's all kinds of events going on all the time. So you could come to Wolf Territories Grid and there'd be a rock music concert going on over here. There'd be another rock music concert going over here. There'd be, Illusions would have a trance session going on somewhere else. So there would be you can have events whenever you like and do what you like on your land. It's your land, okay? So we can build up, a really incredible place. So Wolf Territories Grid becomes a place where there is a lot going on, you know, and and I know, and I'm just always amazed when people tell me that the grid owner has told them they can't do this. I don't like telling people they can't do things, so I do the opposite, where I say, let's find out how we can make what you want to do happen. Okay, so and that I want us to do that. So hi, Caribbean, lovely to see you. Okay, so build your community, but be part of a bigger community. And this is actually happening right now. So we're seeing a lot of small communities, and then we come together for things like this, and they become bigger communities. And that's really what this is about. So when you rent land here, you can, if you want, just go and kind of sit out in the middle of nowhere, and you know, um, I think I am talking. I am talking. It is on the radio as well, but you can sit in the middle of nowhere, or you can be part of another group, and it's lovely to see the way that different communities in the grid are actually talking to each other and becoming part of little families together. And so I wanted to say a thank you, especially to people like China, who's I know, China. I literally talk to people and they go, "Oh, China saw me the other day, and you've been really helpful." And China, she was really helpful. And I thought, how do you know China? You're like miles from each other, and I just think that's really great. That we're all interacting with each other, and you do come across people. And when we did that when they did the Blindside Estates video, if you want to make a video about your region, throw it at me, and I'll put it on the Wolf Territories Grid YouTube channel, and I'll get it out there, which is what I did for them. And you suddenly get loads of visitors, which is really good. I know Jimmy Olsen, who hates me talking about this, but Jimmy Olsen on his region, Europa, which is well worth a visit. It's a space region. He's just taken another 9 regions. He's just got another 9 regions, and it's really incredible. So we'll be looking for to see how that grows. So Jimmy Olsen is quite. He said to me yesterday. I said, "Do you want to do an interview with us on my radio show on Friday?" He said, "No, I don't really like to be famous." I said, "It's a bit late for that." So yeah, Jimmy's really building some amazing stuff here, and Europa is one of his regions here. And just go have a look at it. It's going to be expanded. It's going to be 9 regions, in fact. So it's a space region for those of you like space, like me. And so yeah, I don't know why I threw that in there. I'm not even off my first slide. So a big thank you to everybody, to Luna, Stormfeather, to Illusions, and everyone who's interacting with other people. That's really fantastic. Anyway, moving swiftly on. What's this? So our rules. Here are the actual rules. This is the actual grid rules. Okay, are you ready? Be nice to each other. Have a great time. Get lost at least once. Okay, and I added this one. You can run as many events as you like here all at once. Okay, so if you've got 30 regions and you run 5 events, that's cool. Okay, you must use every inch of your imagination and then go to 1. Okay, go back up to 1. And the last one was added specially for somebody who knows who they are. Thou shalt not put thyself down. Okay, we're here to encourage each other and to go and view each other's builds and to have a load of fun and to develop and just be a big community of people who are really welcoming and really helpful. But when we want to be on our own, that's cool. Next one. Next slide. Wolf Territories Grid Radio, which is originally thought up by DJ Illusions as a suggestion, has been running now for about a month. Okay. Yeah, wolf snacks. I love my wolf snacks. If you want me to come to your region, that's the way. Just offer me wolf snacks. I'll be there. Anyway, Wolf Territories Grid Radio. So it took me 3 servers to do it. So we've got at Welcome. You can get a little radio that you can put on your land, and it has all the radio stations, including GC Radio and another one, I think, as well, in it. And you can just click on it, and it'll bring up, and you can choose which radio station. But the grid radio, if you've got a radio station or a stream or an event, we have got a way of bouncing your radio station onto Wolf Territories Grid Radio. Okay. Hi, Jazz. So basically what that means is if you want to just have a radio show of your own, if you want to do a little bit of DJing or something, okay, this is a community radio station. And that means that anyone in the community can join in. So, and we will be recording some of the programs and things like that and playing them at different times. So we've got a bouncing server that can bounce your radio station or stream across onto the grid radio. And that's generally, looking at the stream stats, it gets listened to by quite a few people on their own regions, as well as in their web browsers, because some people are at work and can't attend the actual events, but they can come and listen. Yeah, sit wherever you like, except on someone's lap, because that's always awkward. And then people start calling security and things. So anyway, moving swiftly on. So if you'd like to stream your events, Illusions and I both know how to do it. And and some people do have rights to go to this web page. Okay, this is a special web page, and we can actually change the stream on this web page rather than actually having to do anything technical. So, and normally if there's nothing playing, there's a robot playing. That has been a bit unsuccessful at keeping himself going, so sometimes the robot just stops for some reason. I'm working on it. I don't know why. But if the robot is playing, if you'd like access to that page, please shout, because I need to talk you through it. But you'll be able to basically run your stream. And if you come to that page and there's nothing on in the bottom box, okay, you can put your stream on there. Because I would rather have community streams happening when you've got your shows on your own radio. And of course, radio shows doesn't have to be music. We are actually licensed. We have the proper licensing to play any music you like on our radio station. So if you stream onto our radio station, you're playing music. It doesn't matter what it is, we're licensed to play it, which wasn't cheap. So that's another thing, and it's another thing. Our license will cover you playing music on your lands because the license is owned by the company that owns the grid. Okay, so we have a streaming license. So other grids that play music often don't have any licensing for it. So good. And all that's happened in a month. But if you're interested in your own radio station or having a little thing or whatever, that's fine. You don't need us to do it. But we can talk to you how to do it. My brain's getting a bit fuzzed. Boring technical stuff. The grid is, okay, I don't know if you've noticed, it's very, very, very stable and has been for about since September. In fact, it is September. And yeah, I just heard that. Yes. Okay. So, and we don't have any lag now, and it doesn't matter what your prim count is. We have some regions with 90,000 prims, don't we? Colorado and George and Colorado, don't we? 90,000 prims, and it just runs fine, and there's no lag or anything. So exactly, it's just smooth like lightning, and yeah, but it has been very painful getting to that because the issue that causes lag, I thought was on the regions, and it's not. It's in robust and the database latency with the database. We've solved that now, so we're able to basically. I'm just having so much fun on the grid, just seeing people's regions and going around and doing things. So no need to restarting regions. I know there is a common practice of restarting your region every day. Don't do it. You don't need to do it. There's no point. Okay, just because the George, exactly, great times are happening, and some real amazing people have come to the grid and are building homes and building community. And I had someone yesterday that said they were normally in SL. Was it you, Jazz? I do normally in SL, and you spent about 10 minutes there. So, I think that, and people say stuff to me, and I forget who said it, but it has been an amazing, amazing time, and we're just growing and growing fast. People are busily renting regions and everything like that, and I'm so excited. And we love having everybody as well. I've just made so many friends, and for people with autism, we don't make friends, but a lot of the time because it's very difficult for me to read people because they make facial expressions. But here there are no facial expressions for me to try and work out. So I just wanted to thank you all. Very special. That's very special. So everything's up to date. I've got nothing to tell you about anything except that the servers are running really well. I'm renting so many servers from the data center that I've now been told that I can have a discount when I rent more. So we have about 24 servers running now. That's and a couple of that are virtual machines, but 24 containers running on servers. We've got about 11 or 12 actual physical servers running at the moment. Plus, of course, all your data is stored in R2 cloud storage with Cloudflare, which is 1.6 petabytes of space about. But that grows all the time. So we have the space and the tech and to deliver as many users and as many things as we want. And if we need more tech and space, we can do it. We have more ocean, yeah. So we've been working together with some of you with putting more ocean regions in to kind of link things together. Because the idea is you should be able to get on a boat and go just about anywhere. And sometimes, if you're finding you can't do that and you need help with that, just shout, because ocean regions don't take any resources. Okay, and this is the honest truth about, one of the reasons this grid is so big is because I didn't want to have a tiny space with lots of people. I'd rather have an enormous space with actually not that many people. And it was funny. We had a really good discussion at an impromptu meeting, which happened just because I don't know. I was talking to a couple of other grid owners, and everyone started turning up, and it was just brilliant. It was just like there was 9 or 10 of us there, and one of the things we kind of agreed upon was that one of the problems with grids grids with hundreds of thousands of users that are very small is it causes a lot of dramas because there's no space. People need space, and they need to be able to be away from other people sometimes, and that's what we've got here. We've got the space. Oh yeah, and Illusions was interviewing. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So we've got the space. I can hear a puppy. Oh, whose dog is it? Zephyr, is that your dog? Anyway, it's now recorded and just been transmitted on the radio. That's hilarious. Furniture Vault, the nightmare of my life. Furniture Vault. Don't load Furniture Vault on your regions, okay? Because it's now loaded at on the Hangout region. Okay, so you can go there and get it and not use all your prims up because it takes a lot of prims. It's a really horrible build. The actual building is like a bad sort of mesh thing, but the actual little furniture things in it are lovely, really nice things. But the building itself, I don't really like very much. So I will come to that a bit later. Please don't load it again. So don't load it again. If I see anyone loading furniture vaults, unless you really want it, if you really want it to take all your prims up on your region, you go ahead. It's your land after all. Okay, peacekeepers. Some of you are already Wolf Territories peacekeepers. Okay, Luna Stormfeather is, but she's actually an admin, so I need to change your tag, Luna. But I've been thinking about Wolf Mountain, and oftentimes a lot of people land there. It gets a lot of people on it who just come in from nowhere. And I was just thinking that it would be rather nice if we had greeters who. So if you've got half an hour or 10 minutes in your day, just go and hang around Wolf Mountain. In fact, you don't even have to go there. So if you look on in the region owners pack, there's a thing called top Lone Wolf's top regions. Okay, so you can actually see when someone arrives at Wolf Mountain because it will be on there. Zip over there and just say hello and welcome them. And if you want to do that, give us a shout. We'll give you a peacekeeper tag. And it's also just keeping an eye on people coming onto the grid. And if there's any issues, you can talk to Luna, and Illusions and me, and we can sort it out. And I think you get banned. Banned China. You better have one because you're already doing it. So, if you want to do so after this, we'll make sure everyone's got the right tags. Luna Stormfeather should have an admin tag, and we'll make sure people have the right tags. And that I think the Peacekeeper tag will give you banning powers and things like that. However, we never get anybody here who's a problem. I've only once in 2.5 years had a child avatar I've had to deal with. So in fact, generally here, because we welcome furries and everybody, it's all good. Okay, so good. Okay. Second badge. Oh, and you'll get a badge as well. I think I'm wearing it. It's a tiny little sheriff's badge thing. You don't have to wear it. Am I wearing it? Yeah, I'm wearing my Peacekeeper's badge. If you zoom in on me, it's got a little wolf head on it. I think it is Wicked. Are you? It's on voice. So it's on voice, or on the radio, or on the streaming radio. But the radio will be slightly delayed, I think. Let me just turn that on. Quickly have a listen. See if I can hear myself chitty chatting away. On the if you can't hear the voice, you can click on the little 2 notes at the top of your viewer, because I am streaming this live to the radio station. So if you're listening in on the radio station, you can't see the pictures. Oh, there you go. Right, so is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's all I had. So Chief, hi Chief Scott. Chief has got radio stations as well, which we've been working together on. So, any questions or comments, you can turn your voice on and chat, or you can put it in the nearby chat, but try and do one at a time so we don't get overloaded. Just quickly, where do we stand with stats? Stats at the moment are... We have now 756 registered users, so we've gone up by 56 users since the last meeting, which is about the second Sunday of the month. So in 2 weeks, we've gone up by 56 users. We now have 26,704 Second Life regions, 1,669 regions on the grid, so it's growing quite nice. We've had 3,974 visitors in the last 30 days. We are still, we are the largest privately owned grid. Okay, now I'll explain what I mean by that. And in fact, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and hey, Basil, Basil, I've got some of your cars I've had for years. Anyway, I about let's see, when was it? The difference between OS Grid and Wolf Territories Grid is OS Grid allows people to host their own servers, whereas we don't. So that means that we are the largest privately owned grid. Okay, we are 94% the size of Second Life, so we've got a little bit more in terms of land area to go. And no Linden Lab. So we've got a little bit more of land area to go before we get to the size of Second Life. In terms of land area, I don't ever want to end up being the size of Second Life with 30,000 people a day. I'd like to be 50 times the size of Second Life with 30,000 people a day, so people have got space, and they can, expand, and they can go places and do things, and there'll be lots of ocean and sea and everything like that. The cost of servers is so cheap now that the prices some people charge for land, I think, is just craziness. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I'm just so happy to see everybody today. Okay, I don't have Linden's in my pocket. No, me neither. Okay, any more? So, any suggestions and questions? Anyone want to talk about things? Typing away. I'm going to read your things out. So, if you're listening to the radio, just got to be a bit patient with us while, because obviously you can't see us. There is a way actually to stream the screen, because we are actually streaming in a way. We're happy to get you. The Friday show, Illusions. So if you had a mic, I'd let you come and talk about it. Right. So on Friday evenings, we I will do. Thanks, Indigo. I'll do that in a second. So on Friday evenings, I'm doing a new show that we'll do on different times depending on when people need us, and we're going to go around and we're going to interview you about your region, what you're doing, or your regions, what you're doing, if you're a radio station, whatever you're doing. So just book the Friday, and I'll come and interview you. You'll be live on the radio station, and you'll be videoed. And that's a good idea. Okay, so what we do have is the destination guide, which you can add your regions to. So that's on the right-hand side, and also there's other things you can do as well in search. If you click on search down the bottom, you can actually add your regions to things like the marketplace if you've got things for people to buy. Whether they're paid for or they're free. So yeah, there's quite a few different options there in terms of promoting your regions. Okay, so we haven't got a grid-wide teleporter, but we do. It's really the destination guide which you can add to. Now, to find out how to add your region to the destination guide, just go straight up to the old. Yeah, we could actually. Let's think about it. I need to think about it because the problem is we have so many regions on this grid. We need to have a way that really makes it work. The destination guide kind of does work, but there's not much on it. So I would like to see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll think about it. If anyone's got any suggestions on how we have a multi-face board. Oh yeah. We are first. That's why people are turning up because of OpenSimWorld. So this grid is growing fast, and it's got the tech there to solve it. Right. More questions and comments. Grid-wide boat travel. You can do it. You can do grid-wide boat travel. Hi, Basil. I've known you for donkey's years. You can do grid-wide boat travel. But you need some boats have. Okay, there's this really funny problem with some boat scripts, and it's that they stop you going across the edge of the region. But of course, we don't have that trouble in this grid. Okay, so if you need a boat that will go across the edge of regions, I've got a couple that I've actually worked on the scripts for to fix. But a lot of boats will just do it. Some boats won't. So do try not to restrict your land. So you want to set it so that if you go into the land settings, that people can enter your land with objects. Otherwise, what happens is when they try and boat into your land, they just stop because they can't enter your land with objects. Right, and there will be region delays, but it depends where you're going, and that is way better than it used to be. Some regions now that I go off across one for the other, it's incredibly fast. So so just make sure your land isn't set so that people can't enter with objects, because if they can't enter with objects, then they can't bring a boat in. Yeah, my currently is restricted or not. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's your land to do what you like with. Do what you like with it. So, if you want to restrict your land, you can. But just be aware that if someone tries to, for now, cough, cough. Okay, cool. Okay, I mean, with security, it's about trapping people. Okay, Wolffest. When is Wolffest going to be? Yes. Wolffest will be at profile. So we are now 2 years, 5 months, 906, 2 years and 5 months. So it will be. Hang on. Oh, just got to find a calendar. Calendar. In another. Yes, Indigo knows it's June. Next June, we will have our first Wolffest weekend. We do have. Hey, Kashi, great to see you. I think you should be able to vote between regions. You should be able to. If you find you can't vote between regions, please talk to me and we'll see what we can do. Okay, yeah, it's probably just because of the way the regions have been put up. So, okay, am I performing an aria loan? No, I could be. I could be performing an aria. Okay, yeah. If we so the way that the grid grows is that when someone orders a region, the grid works out where it's supposed to go, and sometimes it doesn't quite get things right. So we can move things around. So if you've got a region that's kind of on the edge and you want it kind of in the middle, we can do that. That's no problem. It takes about 5 minutes and involves a restart. Cool. Thank you. Okay, next one. Hi, Golden Moon. Don't forget to friend each other as well. Okay. Any more questions or comments? Any ideas? Anything that we've thought about? Basically, this whole grid is joined together, so it's about 1,600 meters, kilometers squared of land, sea, and water that is joined together. But as I said, sometimes regions end up being out on the edge. They are connected, but only on one side. So we can actually swap them with a region in the sort of middle of the grid if you want. Some people like to be the edge. Some people want to be in the middle. Have a little swish around, so to speak. So, hi, Cashy. Hi, Wicked. I do have one positive. Possible. I've seen on Second Life contests like DJ battles or art competitions. Wicked. Yeah, do go and visit Breathe Resort. It's really cool. And I saw the docks actually, so they're really nice. I keep leaving boats behind at Breathe Resorts, which has been good fun. Jazz, come and see me afterwards. See me like a naughty child. Jazz Green, come and see me after class. I think I've got some of those. I think I've got some dirt roads somewhere around. Sorry, I'm just. Oh dear. Oh, I know what I was going to say. If anyone wants to volunteer to get all the stuff out of that is there a marketplace currently created for the Wolf Territory grid as an entire? Yes. Click on the search, and if you log into your region control panel, okay, and you go to your region, you'll see an entry where you can put in the details for the marketplace. Furniture vault, yeah, furniture vault, moving the stuff. So basically, if you go to Wolf Territories Ocean 20 and the Hangout region, there's some really nice shops that are empty. There is also a great big furniture vault. A newbie training. Actually, that's quite a good idea. A newbie training region. If anyone wants to make a newbie training region, you're very well. Yeah, that's a great idea. Please, volunteers to create a newbie training region. There's one on Indigo's region, so we could send them to that. And in fact, we could have a number of trading regions where people could choose to go. That's okay. Okay, right. So Indigo is going to help me. Okay, one sec. Yes. Okay, me too. Indigo is going to help me moving. Illusions is going to. Okay. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to quickly make some notes because it's getting long. Okay, stop typing. Stop typing just for a second, you crazies. Okay, notepad. Okay, I'm just going to make a quick note. Okay, so here we go. So, Lunar Storm Feather. Lunar Storm Feather needs. Oh, Jimmy Olsen's online. Just in community meeting. Right. Okay. Okay. Lunar Storm Feather needs a proper tag. Needs a tag. China needs a peacekeeper tab. Peacekeeper tag. Indigo will catch up. Indigo is going to help with furniture. Furniture. Basically, it's a shifting job. So what the idea is, we're going to get all the nice things out of furniture vault ore, and then we're going to go and we're going to take them and put them in the really nice shops, and then we're going to get rid of that horrible building. That's the plan. Okay, so whoever wants to do that, you can do it because they're all full perm, so you can just go in there, grab it, and res them in the shops. You will need a tag for that. If I give you a peacekeeper tag, you should be able to do it. Peacekeeper tag. Okay, that's the next thing. Illusions is happy to do training on DJ stuff. Happy to do DJ training. Okay, nearly there. Okay, so Trinity, truly, you're going to have a peacekeeper tag. Truly, peacekeeper tag. Okay. 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 Jazz, contact Wicked about that road. That's good. That's right. And we'd love to help. Aria, we've got. I'm sure there is a furniture vault here. Furniture is at the hangout region, but it will be dismantled. We're going to take all the nice things out of there and put them in the shops there, which are really beautiful, and they cost me a lot of money. So the idea is we eventually will get rid of that horrible building that it comes in, and all the really cool stuff will be put in those shops. It's going to be an amazing place. There is actually a tram going around. You can actually get on and ride on the tram. So that's at the Hangout region, or Wolf Territories Ocean 20. They are connected together, and then there's another region called Wolf Territories, which is also connected, where the main station is, and there's trains going in there about every 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and they go for a long way across the grid. There are going to be. I forgot to tell you about that. I'm planning a huge train line, bigger than any train line I've ever built. Okay, and some of my train lines go across 15 to 20 regions. So this train line will probably run from one end of the grid to the other. I've just got to kind of work it out in my head how it will work. I want you to be able to get a train from anywhere to anywhere by the end of this. Okay, but it's going to be a job. All right. Okay. Good. Okay, back to my notes. So lots of really good volunteers. Contest boards, hypergrid friendly. They can handle gifting. Others not in this grid. Contacts boards, etc. Hypergrid friendly. They can handle gifting. Others not in this grid. It should work actually. If your region is Globits, of course, and they've got Globits, it will work. If someone comes here from another grid, and you've got Wolf Territories dollars on your grid, it's Podex, so they will have an account. So if they win 500 Wolf Territories dollars, they can actually technically, well, no, they'd have to win more than 1,000. They can go into a website and convert it to PayPal, or convert it to the currency of other grids. So whatever currency, so they do not do hypergrids. Oh, I don't know. It may be that the hypergridders haven't got any currency facilities enabled on their grid. So maybe that's something to do with it. I don't know, is the long answer. I don't know about that one. If anyone knows, I shall put a note in my thing because I've got a contest board lying around. Contest boards, cross grids. Yeah, no worries. I've got a contest board somewhere, but I've never seen that issue. But again, one of the issues with people coming from other grids is we don't really know what's going on their grid. There are some grids running some incredible old versions of OpenSim that are like 8.1, and we're on 9.2.2. Even people that run 9.2.1 are running quite a buggy version of OpenSim that has a lot of issues with it. Yeah, if you have Globits, anyone that has Globits, it should work fine. Yeah. But of course, in this grid, you can choose either to have Wolf Territories dollars on your region or Globits. You just go into the control panel. You can just change it. Same as the Bullet Sim and the U-Boat. You can change physics engines in your control panel. And it doesn't affect the region. I've actually had some where I've changed it to Bullet Sim years after the region was built. It seems to be fine. So that's one of the things about this grid is the control panel is like really quite unique in the stuff that it does. There are grids with other control panels, but they don't have things like terrain generators and whatever. What are we going to manage? Cool. I don't know. I'll see what mine does, but I've just got to work out how to do it. Answer you Discord. Mr. Olson has just answered me. Okay. Right. Good. Okay. Good. Good. I was which is open to give away. Yeah, if you want to turn on voice and say anything, that's really cool because I need a break from speaking now. And so everything here is being transmitted across the radio. That's why I'm trying to read it. Top of the grids. Yeah. Sometimes it is to do with their grid not being technologically able. You should see the code that I've had to rewrite that didn't work in OpenSim. Like Podex was actually missing a whole chunk of code. It was just not there. It was all fine until you went to buy land. Then when you went to buy land, it came up and went, I don't know what to do with this because there was a whole chunk of code missing. Right. Story of my life, chunks of code. Just a little thing that's not to do with the grid. It is to do with the grid and it isn't to do with the grid. There's a thing called Nextcloud, which you probably never heard of, okay? If you use Google Drive or OneDrive or any of those, there's this, your stuff is held on Google and the grid, Wolf Grid, will have its own Nextcloud soon, which you can, I've actually got it on my machine here. It'll be connected to our R2 cloud storage, and it just allows you to store your stuff in an alternative to Google Cloud and to OneDrive or whatever Microsoft do. But that's on the way. I'll tell you more about that when the time comes. But I want it to be kind of interfaced to the grid. I just haven't worked out how yet. Poor old me. Okay, one of the things I just yeah. So the radio station has been really exciting because we watch the stats. So you might have an event. We've had events where we've had 4 people at the event, but 15 people listening on the radio because they're on their region building and they've got our radio station running, or they're in their web browser at work and they've got our radio station running. So it's really cool. That's why we really want to encourage lots and lots of programs. So if you want to run a program on there, if you want to stream an existing program, that's cool. We might have a very special visitor very soon who I think you should like to meet. Oh dear. So just yeah.
I got a question.
Go on then, China.
Anything on the new viewer, Crystal?
Yes.
Viewer?
The Crystal Frost viewer. So I did ask the question the other day. I'm just going to see if she's answered me. Go on, in a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh my gosh. There is a release. Public updates. Public. Okay. Wait a sec. I was hoping to have something ready. So this is Berry. Berry has just for you who don't know what Crystal Frost Viewer is. It's a new viewer running on Unity. It's pretty cool. It does some amazing stuff. There was supposed to be released on the 3rd of November, but if you're contact me if you want more details. But it does stuff like the water. If you drive a boat through it, instead of it being like water is now, it actually does the wash properly and things like that. It's really, really something. Okay. Okay. So Berry Bunny, who is one of the programmers behind it, she has said that this grid is the one that is closest to OpenSIP to Second Life, and she tests Crystal Viewer on this grid. Crystal Frost Viewer. I will get a version of it probably in the next few days, and I'll let you know. Okay, if it happens, I'll let you know with excitement as I'll make a video of it. I know she's logged into this grid with it, so that's going to be really amazing. Because guys, when that's out, we'll be able to do things that we haven't even dreamed of doing in terms of graphics. I mean, we've got some pretty cool. If you look in this here, if you're on Ultra, you can see all the PBR textures and all the lighting and everything, and the reflective walls and stuff like that, which I made a video about. So I'm just going to offer you. I forgot to say about that as well. My band, Mandolin Monday, will be playing next week, and next Wednesday. Just keep an eye out for the notices and things like that. That's a live band. Is going to be playing in World for an hour on Wednesday. So that's going to be really exciting because we've never put a live band in here. We normally just have a singer or a DJ or anything. So we have a rehearsal on a Wednesday night, so we're going to do it there. I know that some of the lads are bringing some pretty expensive kit to sort it out. Good. Okay. Next thing. Cashy, how's your grid going, Cashy? We sometimes also we do work with other grids, and I have provided a resource for grids that need it when they need it in emergency situations, because we have access to a lot of servers. I can bring up servers in like 5 seconds if I need to without any issues, because I have an account with a data center. Basically, we're connected to a data center. Okay. Right. Any more questions or comments or ideas? How's the marketplace going? We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different places you can visit for getting free stuff, and I haven't put the. Oh, that's great, Cashy. That's great. We made some pretty cool changes there, I think. Yeah, 11. We've got 11 regions listed on the marketplace. There'll be another one going up there once the furniture store thing is sorted out. That's going to be a beautiful region to go shopping. It's going to be because the buildings there. Let's just say I paid a lot of money to have them, and they've always been empty. But so if we get the stuff out of that horrible furniture thing building that's there, we'll move it all into the nice buildings. Then we'll get rid of the horrible furniture store building. It's going to be one of the nicest place to shop in OpenSim, without a doubt. It'll be nothing like any other regions that there are for doing shopping. And if you want shops there, just say, it's fine. It's cool. Okay. Illusions. I can see you typing. Wicked, I can see you typing. Boring question. How financially are we? Well, let me explain this. So, if you imagine that there's a tightrope, I'm just joking. I'm joking. We're doing all right. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're not, the grid doesn't make a profit. Let me just say that it's not making a profit, but it's not losing that much money. So I'm cool with carrying on with it and building it. And I've got lots more server resource than I actually need. So um, until we won't be buying any more servers until we fill up the server resource we've got. But we've got some very detailed analytics looking at the servers all the time. So don't worry, I'm not going to ever have it so that we overcommit the servers. It's just a terrible idea. The long and the short of it is that if anyone has a Lamborghini they want to sell and give me the money towards the grid, you're very welcome. Or just give me the Lamborghini. That'd be rather cool. Yeah. So yeah, this is not. We're doing all right. Is the thing? We're doing all right. Yeah, I think I'm all good now. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we're doing all right. So we've just got to keep building it. You know, the money making thing that covers this grid is sales of regions. That's it. That's what make that. There's nothing else. That's it. So just to give you an idea, this grid costs about $1,200 a month to run. Okay, so that's just to give you an idea. And it is funded partly by I own a limited company that has a few projects going on, and those projects help fund the grid. Okay, so but the other thing is some of the projects use some of the servers that the grid runs on anyway, so it's not. It kind of works both ways. It's not like you know. No, don't worry, Wicked. It's fine, really. But $1,200 a month is a lot, but it's worth it. It's worth every penny of it to just see the way this is growing and what we're doing is just amazing. Good. So, right then. Any more questions? Any more comments? Oh, and if I'm around, please do teleport me if you want me to come over. I normally will. Golden Moon, of course, I can. Okay, that's no problem. If I don't come, don't be upset because remember I have autism and sometimes I get a bit overloaded. But I'll say what's going on anyway. But we've got some incredible. Oh, that's okay, Golden Moon. I don't speak French at all, but I can talk to you after the meeting. That's no problem. Anyway, don't have to be sorry you're French. Security and land splitting. Okay. It is recorded. So I'm going to see if I Golden Moon. Let me see if I can get subtitles on it because I think YouTube can do it. Can put subtitles on it if that will help. Yeah, because it might do it in French. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have a look after this when I upload it to the YouTube channel. I have recorded this. Oh, I have recorded this. That's good. Okay. Good. Good. Oh no, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk after the meeting. Good. Okay. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I don't think there's anything else. If think you can with you, yeah. Any other Canadians here? If you would like to chat to me after the meeting or at any time, please get in touch. Please have a chat on the Discord. Join our Discord. There's a thing over here you can click. What's over here? There's a little piggy if you'd like to make donations to my Keep the Grid Online fund. Here's our Discord just here. So click on this and you can join our Discord. We have got people from all over the world basically here. We've got quite a few regions rented by a Spanish radio station. I know we've got someone in Mexico. We've got people in Japan. So there's people all over the world on this grid, and long may it continue. It's exciting, exciting stuff. We're doing things that no one else has done, basically, with this grid, just because of the sheer scale of it. Okay, if that's it, if everyone's done and everyone's having a lovely time, thank you all for coming. And please do come and talk to me if you need to do anything. If I forget to do anything that I should do, I've made notes, but I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad at forgetting things. So I've made notes. If I forget something, please don't worry about it. Just come and see me. Send me a message. IM me, friend me. I don't mind being friended by people, because I'd rather communicate with you and hear what you need, and we'll see what we can do to make that happen. Whew. Thank you. I am reading all this. Thank you, Wolf. Great info. Thank you, Lone Yay. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you so much. This is exciting. This is really exciting. I tell you what you don't realise is that I rent an office. I rent a desk in an office, and people walk past my screen and they see Wolf Territories grid, and it's so hilarious. It's so hilarious because they think I play a game all day because it's sitting there on the screen. And when I tell them what actually we're doing, they go, "That is amazing. That is amazing." So yeah, cool. Because everyone else is recruitment consultants, or it's all very boring. Cool. Okay, thank you very much for coming. So if you need to see me afterwards, I'm here. I will try and get the tags done very quickly. Lunar Stormfeather, I'm very sorry, your tag's wrong. I didn't know it was wrong. Let me get the groups up now. Oh wait, before you go, I'd like to introduce someone to you who you probably have heard of, because probably you've got his trees on your region. Turn round, Jimmy. He's the owner of Europa. And he's facing the wrong way. Hang on, voice not working. I know you don't like to be famous, mate. Here he is. So, I was telling them about your Europa regions that you're expanding, so... Oh, okay. He's going to relog. He's going to be a second. He's trying to... There he goes. This guy is something else. He's built more... He is, yeah. This guy has built more trees and regions that you have ever known. A lot of the things that you have on your regions, and you don't know where they came from this guy. And his region on here is called Europa. Go and visit it. It's just amazing. It's something else. And he's expanding. He's going to have 9 regions. I've just put them up today. We've just got to do a bit of moving around when he comes back. You can never have too many trees. No, I think it's... Can't remember what's his region called. Hang on, it's called... no, tree. It's called... I'm looking through my landmarks. Okay, good. He doesn't like this sort of thing, by the way. He doesn't like being famous. He knows he's famous, but he doesn't like being famous. Oh, hang on. He's talking to me. Oh, his headset's dead. Forget the invitation. Okay, he's not coming. Okay, he's on the grid. Okay, there's proof. You've seen him. He's hiding. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back. Anyway, thank you all for coming very much, and I look forward to our next meeting. But I'm meeting you in World all the time, so be great to see you. Yeah, there he is. Just look up Jimmy Olsen and add him as a friend. He'll love that. And that's okay, actually, guys. He doesn't like it. Okay, lovely to see you all. Anyway, I'm going to get on with all the things I need to do before I forget them. Groups. Okay. Members and roles. New role. That's no problem. It's my pleasure. It's great to see everybody. I'm just going to stop the stream now and switch it back to the robot.